How's it going, everybody? Blake here, coming at you with a movie review for Madam Web. I hope everybody's having a great day, great night, wherever you are in the world. If you would be so kind, please do hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know, what did you think about this movie? And yeah, guys, so Madam Web. Who the fuck?
Hey, buddy. What's up? I got us a cold. Do we enjoy Madam Web? I got you a nice cold Pepsi, and we're going to get this review started right. How about this? Look.
He got me.
We're going to get the official drink of Madam Web. So let's get in this, Blake. Let's talk about Madam Web.
First off, this movie is not sponsored by Pepsi at all. I'm not getting anything from them, nor do I want anything from Pepsi. You know what? I'm more of a Coke guy. Let's be honest. But anyways, so Madam Web, I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts, and then I'm going to shift it over to him so he can give his thoughts. My good old buddy Tyler here from Geek Radar. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, make sure you do.
Check it out.
So, Madam Web, my initial thoughts are, it's a shitty movie. Like
that's an understatement.
It's really, really bad, and you know, I want to try to have some substance to this review and not just be like, this movie's terrible, this movie's shit, this movie is ass. But look, guys, so Morbius is better than this movie.
No, absolutely.
Fanforstic, that Josh Trank abomination that came out in, what was it, 2017 or 2016? It's better than this movie. Catwoman is better than this movie. Elektra is better than this movie.
I forgot that existed.
Am I going to go as far as say Batman and Robin is better than this movie?
Absolutely. A Batman and Robin.
You know what? It is.
That's a guilty.
It is. It is. It is a. All right. And I hate Batman and Robin. Let me just be clear on that.
That was funny. Dude, Bane with the
you
hat.
would like it.
Bane with the disguise on. You don't like that?
Oh my god!
You don't like that at all?
Not really. No.
Curses.
No. I hate that.
I don't
movie.
see why anybody would like it.
I don't know. But anyways, so
time to kick some ice.
What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
So, all right, guys. So, Madam Web.
Let's get back to a worse movie.
So, this movie starts off boring. It starts off with, look, we're just going to talk spoilers.
Yeah, there's no reason to go see this movie.
Yeah, like we're going to go ahead and just save y'all the money, save y'all's time, save y'all's pride for going to see this.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So, this movie starts off in the Amazon where Madam Web's mom is researching spiders.
We all know this from the trailer.
And where were they at? Peru? They were in Peru. Yeah. So, basically...
Do you think Pepsi sponsored the trip? Sorry.
I think they sponsored everything. I think that's how they made their money, was off of all that product placement. For those of you that are confused as to why we made such a big deal about Pepsi at the beginning of this video. So, anyways, we're in the jungle in Peru or wherever, and she's researching spiders, right? So she ends up capturing one of them, and the main villain of the damn movie, Ezekiel something.
I don't even remember his name.
It's Ezekiel something. I don't know his last name. But anyways, if you hear something back there, that's my cat. So anyways, so he ends up killing all the people that they're in the jungle with, and ends up killing Madam Web's mom. But she don't die immediately. She ends up getting rescued by some spider people that take her into a cave.
What was with that?
And she was pregnant, all right? She was pregnant. So somehow the baby didn't die after she got shot, which I don't know how all that works. But anyways, so they end up saving the baby, these spider people. She ends up dying in childbirth. And this happens in 1970-something.
73? 74?
70-something. I think it was 73. And then fast forward to 2003. And... you know, it's got the pop music and all that. And
yeah, if you want to hear Britney Spears Toxic, this is the movie for you.
My goodness.
We got another dance scene, just like fucking Morbius.
Oh my God. So anyways, so basically, like, we're going from scene to scene to scene, situation to situation to situation. There's literally no time to breathe with anything. You're going from
No time to breathe. This felt longer than Justice League, the Snyder cut.
I don't know if I would go that far, but it did feel long. Like, it really did.
But that was good.
But so we're basically getting to know Cassandra. What's her last name?
I can't even remember, man. I even read the comic and I can't even remember her name.
Anyways, they call her Cassie throughout the movie. That's gonna be easy to say in this review. Easier to say. So we meet Cassie. We're getting to know her. We're getting to know her friends. Her one friend that she has in the damn movie, which is played by what's his name, Adam Scott.
Adam No Emotion Scott.
And he plays a young version of Ben Parker, which they never say his last name. And that's another thing. There's a bunch of Easter eggs in this movie where they're hinting at Peter Parker and all this other stuff.
And this has nothing to do with any of the
None
other
of it.
universes?
None of it. And
this was the most
I thought
boring.
everything went off.
Sorry, I can't believe how, like I don't know how the hell we didn't get blackout drunk watching this.
I don't either. So anyways,
Pepsi helped us.
So we ended up meeting. Actually, it was co-products in the theater. So
Surprise.
then we end up meeting the three girls that she's trying to, protect and everything, which she does so unwillingly at first. But of course, it's a superhero movie, loosely. And
Very loosely.
yeah, and she ends, because this isn't a superhero movie, she ends up, looking after them and everything. We get this flashback scene, all right? I'm jumping around a lot, but we get this flashback scene.
He's jumping around just like the movie did. So
yeah, really,
good.
really, I am. And we get this it's not even a flashback scene. It's a premonition scene where Ezekiel sees these spider women kill him, and that's his whole reason for hunting them down.
And all his ADR lines.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. So
Snap zooms.
we'll get to that too. So that premonition was honestly the best part of the movie. It really was.
It was the trailer.
Yeah, like
It was the trailer.
if you're going into this hoping to see Sydney Sweeney in some tight tights and whoever those other girls are that's in it, I don't know their name. I know Isabella Merced. Anyways, she can be Hulk Girl in the new Superman movie.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know about the other one. I don't know anything about her. But anyways, so that's the best scene. Like you're gonna get that one scene seeing them in all their glory. Well, there's another one at the end. But anyways.
Was it?
Yeah, well, Kinda. But anyways, look, I don't want to go through plot beat for plot beat for plot beat. I'm just going to generally say that, I don't have any positives here.
I don't either.
I can't give you a positive. I am completely negative on this movie. I can give a half positive. I will say that. I can give a half positive and say,
Tongue-tied.
I know, I get tongue-tied a lot. I can give a half positive, and I can say it was a cool concept. The movie has a cool concept. But
The execution
was god-awful. Like, it is just horribly executed. This movie is shoddily edited. It's shoddily paced. The acting is terrible, and I believe these actresses are capable of better. I know a lot of y'all heap praise onto Dakota Johnson and saying that she is way above this movie. Give me an example where.
Yeah,
please, give me an example where, because if you're going to bring up the 50 Shades of Grey movies, please don't waste your breath or your typing strength, because I don't want to hear it. So I think her acting has always been kind of overrated. She's terrible in this movie. Sydney Sweeney is terrible in this movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's that great of an actress either. Like, I know a lot of y'all love her, but I don't think she's that great. She's great to look at, but look, we're not going to get there. I have a girlfriend. She's going to beat my ass. But anyways, so...
Basic.
So anyways, the dialogue, again, I don't even know if I brought the dialogue up, but it's awful. It's especially atrocious with the villain Ezekiel.
Oh God, the whole time we were laughing.
And you know, he brought up the ADR. His mouth doesn't even move for most of his dialogue.
Let's get him.
And there's something else too, like when he was jumping from building to building to building. I saw where somebody else was saying that in a review, and they're right. Like, how was he able to talk so clearly when he's jumping from building to building to building?
I'm gonna get you now.
Yeah.
God, his acting was bad.
Oh man, it was terrible. He was literally like a villainous Batman-like character with Oracle, with his own Oracle.
Oh, God.
That was so.
What was his villain name?
He didn't have one.
That's what I thought.
He didn't have one.
I was like, what the fuck?
He didn't have one. So anyways, I'm just going to basically end my part of this review by just saying that this is a terrible movie. It's awful. It's a travesty to film. And I want to say this. People are being... There are some people on the internet that are being way too nice to this movie. And they're being fake nice to it. Like, I'm talking about these little assholes that are, I don't want to call them assholes. That's not fair. They're probably great guys, great people, whatever. But they are like scared to death of offending anyone that maybe made this movie. Like, y'all are going to meet them and have dinner with them and all that.
I know, we're not having a family reunion with these filmmakers.
Yeah, just let loose. Somebody I want to bring up, Chris Stuckman.
I heard
Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, if you're gonna talk about a movie, if you have a movie review channel and you're gonna talk about a movie, like, who are we to really tell Chris Stuckman what to do? He's one of the most successful YouTubers, but
Giving a shit about us.
He don't give a shit about us. But as somebody who is a subscriber to his channel,
Same.
I did subscribe for a reason. I want movie reviews, and that requires critiquing. You can't just be nice all the time. Anyways, so my grade, I'm gonna go ahead and get my grade for it. And then you can just say whatever you got to say about it.
Was this a 1 out of 10 or?
Man, I'm giving it like a 0.5.
Dude, I don't blame you, man.
I'm struggling. I can't even give it a 1. I can't even give it a 1. Look, the whole reason we even went to see this movie, we knew it was going to be terrible. But it's like we wanted...
We hoped.
I didn't hope.
I hoped.
I mean, obviously you hope because you don't want to waste your money on a shitty movie.
Yeah.
But I expected it to be shitty. And
we saw it on the biggest screen, the GTX.
God, we saw it on the GTX. Because it was the only one in the time frame that, for those of you that don't know what a GTX is, it's a Dolby theater. It's a big theater. Yeah. It's got a big screen. You can see every single flaw with this movie.
Every single bit of bad CGI.
The product placement in this movie. The product placement. Look, Ezekiel literally gets killed by a Pepsi sign at the end of the movie.
What made me even want a Pepsi even more. Hold on.
You know, I don't even know if I want to give it a 0.5. I don't even want to rate it. I don't even want to give it. I don't want to even give it.
Who do you think made this movie?
A number grade. Huh?
Who do you think made this movie?
Sony?
I guess.
Oh, you mean Pepsi? Look, don't. Let me tell you, don't worry about this movie bombing. Like, if you're a fan of Sony's, not Spider-Man universe, because none of the movies have Spider-Man in them, then, and you want to see it keep succeeding, whatever, and you're worried about it not making its money back, don't worry. I'm sure Pepsi gave them all the money they needed to not take a complete loss on this movie. It'll be fine. Unfortunately, we will keep getting the Sony not Spider-Man universe of films with the upcoming Kraven the Hunter, which I can't fucking wait for. Right. Anyways.
Yeah, Kraven looks pretty good.
That's all I got, guys. That's all him now.
I hope Kraven is good. Yeah. This is because with Geek Radar, it's been a while since I've done it. I'm trying to get new gear and everything's switching up. But I am so glad we saw this together.
Me too. I'm glad I had somebody to see it with.
So glad we saw this together because I went in here hoping I would like it. I'm like, stuff is so weird lately for me. I'm like, I might come out of this liking it. I did not come out of this liking it. As soon as I saw Dakota, what's her name? Dakota Johnson?
Yeah.
Walking around, like, the beginning of the movie, I was already bored. I'm like, I had already went through my nachos, and I'm like, dude, I'm about to pop the Reese's Pieces. I'm so tired. I'm getting tired. Nothing's happening. And then the scene, as soon as Dakota Johnson walked in with a Pepsi can, she said, oh yeah, we got to get delicious Pepsi. I'm like, Blake, I look at Blake, I'm like, here we go. I'm like, with the,
so much product placement.
The product placement. And then, like I'm saying with the ending, with the big ass Pepsi sign, the Pepsi sign is what apparently knocks and kills the villain, and then apparently makes Madam Web blind, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know about this movie. I'm vaguely familiar with the comics. I know I collected a bunch of issues of Spider-Man back in the early 2000s, which I think it was the Sensational Spider-Man or something like that, which had a lot of her stuff where she's blind. She's an old lady, spoiler alert, in the comics, which her husband actually built her chair and everything to connect everything. So I don't know where the hell that came from at the ending of this movie with her in the chair and everything. I'm like, you didn't even explain what happened. But
yeah, you know more about this stuff than I do.
The damn acting from the villain, we laughed every time he opened his mouth.
Or didn't.
You just go, this guy is bad.
Or didn't open his mouth.
Yeah, it was just like he was walking around. It was just like, dude, I was like, this guy, like, who signed on for it besides, like who?
The fact that Pepsi even put their branding in this movie.
Coke was smart enough to back out. He probably like, hell no, we don't want any part of it.
RC didn't want no part of it.
The fact that Dakota Johnson, RC didn't want any part of this shit. The fact that
great value, Sam's choice.
Yeah, this shit didn't even want the part of this shit. And the fact that Dakota Johnson, I think, fired her agent like the day the trailer came out.
Yeah.
I'm like there's no faith. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and give my rating on this. If I have a 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give this a 1.
Oh, you're gonna give it you're gonna actually give it a 1?
It's hard not to give it a 0.5. It's hard. Like, I just kept getting the laughs out of the product play. The product placement just kept me laughing. I'm like, this is the only thing that's keeping me into the film.
So you're giving it a 1 for the product placement?
That's all it had. That's all I got out of it. I was like, I came out of the movie. I was like, damn, I want a Pepsi. I was like, shit, I want a Pepsi. But like, it's just, that's all I got out of it. I was like, damn, this is a good product placement. It's like, it just, and Dakota Johnson cannot fucking act, and nor can Sydney Sweenass or whatever her name is.
Sweet.
I just like, I did not like this movie.
Sydney Sweeney can act a little bit.
I haven't seen her other stuff. I just know my girl's like, I can't stand her. And what is it, Euphoria or whatever it is?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen clips, you know.
It's nothing I care to watch. So you know me with film and TV, but it just didn't do it for me, man. It just didn't work for me, dog.
I mean, she was pretty good in that movie that, you know, I actually saw it, you know, Anyone But You. You know, my girlfriend wanted to see it. I'm not going to say I wanted to go see it. So I didn't want to go see it. She wanted to go see it.
Yeah,
all right. She wanted to go see it, not me.
You sure about that, Blake?
You know, I was kind of interested. I'm not going to lie. You know,
if you like it, you like it.
I mean,
we should have went and seen the fucking Bob Marley movie tonight. We'd at least had fun.
Bob Marley, you know, might have been a pretty good movie, but I don't like reggae.
Bro, it would have been better than any of this shit. You know, I love some reggae now.
I'm sure it is a great story, you know. But anyway, so I can't believe you gave it a 1. But
I don't know, dude. I keep thinking about it. All I kept thinking is like, damn, I want a Pepsi.
I really hated it, and I don't ever want to watch it again. And I wish the Sony not Spider-Man universe would just die. I wish they would shelve Kraven the Hunter. You know, I know there's been a lot of controversy with movies getting shelved for tax write-offs. So have you heard about that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Didn't a Star Wars project get shelved?
I don't know about Star Wars.
Alkalite or something like that?
No, it's still coming out. The only things that I know of that got canceled was the Batgirl movie. That had,
that was fully shot, too, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a fully shot movie, and they just freaking shelved it for a tax write-off. Another one was it Coyote versus Acme or something?
I don't remember.
And they just shelved that one. There was another one too, but I can't remember. And look, I don't advocate for, you know, movies getting written off for tax or shelved for tax purposes. I don't support that because, I mean, I know you have aspirations of being a filmmaker and all that, and
yeah, I'm right.
You wouldn't want your work, you know, to just be shelved because a studio doesn't.
Hell no! Look at.
I mean, even if the movie
Snyder
is shit,
and everybody else has went through.
That's
with these
another
studios.
thing.
You know, that's a whole different subject, though.
I'm not a hypocrite, you know. Like, I wanted Zack Snyder to see his vision through, you know, with his movie, but.
Bro,
this was a studio-made piece of trash.
Dude, speaking of filmmaking, the
director,
fucking snap zooms.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm like, this is just constantly. Wah, the villain. Wah,
Why?
wah, wah. I'm like, what the hell? I'm having an aneurysm, Blake.
It was like being in a rave.
It was. I was like, fucking, are we watching Blade? Hey, that movie. 0.5. Fuck it. Like 0.5. This ain't no 1 out of 10. It's 0.5. I'm right there with you, man. Nah, man. This was set in 2003, man.
He gave a point. He gave it a half more point than me because I ain't even rating this piece of shit.
I'm embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed because the thing
What
is,
I'm disappointed that I spent my hard-earned money on this.
And the thing is no, just being a Marvel fan, and like I'm a completionist. Like I still haven't seen the Marvels yet, which I'm slipping. Because that was barely in theaters for a month here. And
I saw the Marvels. It was bad.
And you were like, I'm not seeing that shit. And you went and seen it. I'm like, damn, I didn't even get to see it yet. I got it at the house.
Disney ain't hardly doing nothing.
But the thing is like, with Disney not making this, and this being a Sony garbage, like, yeah. I don't understand, like, what the hell is happening. I'm like, do I even want to go home and watch the Marvels now? I'm like, I just sat through 2 hours. If apparently the Marvels was, 90 minutes?
Yeah.
This was a 2-hour turd?
I think it was more than 90. I think it was like an hour 40-something.
Dude, I can get through that 3 times compared to what it
You
felt
haven't
like
watched the Marvels yet. You don't know what you're getting into.
I can't really say much.
It's a piece of shit. Just like this movie's a piece of shit. But
it's got to be better than
slobbering
that.
over here. But
it's got to be better than this.
It is. Captain Marvel, the Marvels is better than this. Ant-Man Quantumania was better than this. You know, it's just a bad movie, guys. We're kind of rambling at this point. We've been rambling a lot with this one, but
I mean, this is one to ramble because people really want to know what this. Because the hype around this is just hate.
There ain't no hype.
The hype, everything I've seen, people are like, this movie's bad. This movie's bad.
That's not hype.
It seems like damn hype to me because nobody else has been damn hyped about a superhero movie since fucking Endgame.
It has gotten the most conversation
and No Way Home
than anything else that's come out.
So, like, anytime I get on YouTube channels and stuff like that, it's like, this movie's trash. This movie's trash. I'm like, I have to see this for myself, Blake.
I've seen so many damn thumbnails of how...
and I believe it. Usually, I like to see before I believe.
Angry, sad, disgusted faces.
It's like, I loved Birds of Prey. People hated that one. I didn't mind Wonder Woman 1984. What was it, 84? I didn't mind that one either. And people fucking hated it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this one a chance.
You like Wonder Woman 1984?
It wasn't that bad. I like the colors and stuff in 4K looked good, but the story was kind of jank.
Good God.
But, I mean, it was just a visual.
I mean, if whatever you do, you.
Yeah, it just... Madam Web sucked. It sucked.
It was just a bad movie, guys. Save your money.
Save your money.
You know, don't waste your time with this piece of trash.
Go buy a Pepsi instead.
You don't even buy a Pepsi. Buy Coke. You know, fuck Pepsi for sponsoring this movie.
I would throw the can, but I don't want to damage your stuff.
I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But anyways, guys, that's all I got. I'll
put a plug in. Check me out on Geek Radar. There's a bunch of old videos with me and him. We finally the gang's back, stuff like that. So it's gonna be really good. And then there's more videos coming soon. I'm gonna start doing some streaming with video gaming, all kind of good stuff. So check it out at Geek Radar. Like, share, and subscribe on that channel. I'll put a little quick review, but there's big things coming to the channel. I'm gonna have Blake on there. I'll be back on his channel. We're gonna do some more reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing some lives and stuff. You know, really try to get this thing going.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
It's really good to be back.
Yeah, it was good to do a video with you again.
It's awesome, and I hate the fact that the movie that we just seen, coming back off of, we had just seen Escape from New York in theaters being re-released. I'm like, that was a masterpiece, of course. And then we go see this.
Comparatively speaking.
Fucking turd.
Which I didn't really like Escape from New York as much as you do, but...
it's a favorite of mine.
It's fine though. It's a cool movie. But anyway,
that's another deal story.
But I appreciate you all watching.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate you all watching. If you liked this review, please do consider sharing, and subscribing. Comment below. Tell us what you thought about the movie. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Please
comment. Man.
Please don't. Please don't go see it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Blake.
And I'm Tyler.
And this has been... I started to say Geek Radar.
Yeah, man, we're going back old school, man. That's what I'm saying. It's good to have this. Good to be back. So, yeah, but I'm Tyler from Geek Radar.
I'm Blake. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out, everybody.